People think you're lonely or awkward if you don't make friends online. Antisocial, awkward, insecure, maybe lonely. In a world where friendships start with a follow, not participating looks like failure. But psychology says something very different. You know the type. No DMs to strangers, no replying to stories just to start conversations, no turning likes into relationships. Maybe that's someone you know, or maybe that's you. Most people think avoiding online friendships means you're disconnected, but it usually means you're aware of something others feel but can't explain. Social media doesn't just connect people, it quietly turns them into performers. Here's what happens when friendships start online. Your personality becomes content, your timing becomes strategy, your availability becomes a signal. You're not just talking, you're managing impressions. Psychologists call this performative identity. When you know you're being observed, even passively, you edit yourself. Not because you're fake, but because humans adapt under ambient social surveillance. Social media watches quietly, not loudly, not aggressively, just enough to make silence feel noticeable. People who avoid making friends online sense the cost early. They notice that every connection comes with invisible expectations, reply speed, emotional availability, continued access. Ever left a DM unread and felt guilty? That's the subtle pressure everyone ignores, availability pressure, the unspoken rule that silence needs explanation, not because the friendship is deep, but because it's always technically open. Here's the uncomfortable part. Once someone feels entitled to your attention, pulling back doesn't feel neutral anymore. It feels like rejection. And suddenly, maintaining a friendship requires energy you never agreed to give. Online friendships rarely end cleanly. They stall, they linger, they sit unfinished in your inbox, creating low-level guilt you can't resolve, only tolerate. Offline friendships don't do that. They pause naturally. They resume without explanation. They don't keep score while you're gone. People who avoid social media friendships usually prefer context-rich connection, tone of voice, body language, shared moments that don't need translating. They want to know where they stand, not interpret silence like a puzzle. Yes, this often means fewer friends, but fewer doesn't mean weaker. It usually means intentional. Research shows that relationship quality predicts happiness better than quantity. 5 people who genuinely know you beat 50 who only know your updates. There's also a confidence factor most people misunderstand. When friendships form offline, your sense of belonging isn't crowdsourced. You don't measure interest by response time. You don't decode likes for meaning. Psychologists call this internal validation. Your self-worth isn't negotiated in public. It's reinforced privately. And here's the irony. Social media claims to offer connection, community, and expression, but the people who opt out often have those things already, just without the performance. They're not rejecting people, they're rejecting fragility, friendships that exist as long as visibility does. They're choosing relationships that survive distance, silence, time. So when you see someone who doesn't use social media to make friends, don't assume they're behind. Ask a better question. How strong are your relationships without notifications, without reminders, without proof? Because real connection doesn't announce itself. It doesn't need to be optimized, and it doesn't disappear when the phone is face down. The people who don't make friends online aren't missing out. They're just building something slower, quieter, and often stronger. Do you know someone like this? Share your experience below. I'd love to hear. If this resonated with you, subscribe for more psychology-based deep dives. And if you want to support the channel, consider becoming a member. I genuinely appreciate it.